I sang on My Heart Had Windows and Timber and Chains. I sang on a bunch of her records. And she sang my first big one, I guess. It was so neat to finally have a song that went nuts. You know, I'd been in country music for many, many years, 7 or 8 years, without a whole lot happening, and I made records and stuff, but I couldn't really prove it because nobody had them. But then this song showed up, you know, and it just changed everything. And I'm not real sure whether, you know, I look back on it and it was the late 80s that this finally went nuts, and I don't know if it was the song was good or I had a mullet. It was one of those two. Mullets were huge. But the funny thing about this song becoming a hit was it was a waltz, and nobody did waltzes back then, you know, and it was real traditional, and it was almost 5 minutes long, which was unheard of for a single to be that long on the radio. But Patty's voice was a big reason it took off. I'm grateful to her. But what was weird about this song was once you had a real hit song, you know, then you started occasionally getting recognized. Did you remember when I first started getting recognized? You had a reverse mullet. That's
awesome. Once again, that makes you invisible.
But I'll never forget getting recognized, how weird that was. And I still remember just great experiences, funny experiences. But 2 women were walking towards me in a mall somewhere, and I was out touring and traveling. And they passed by me, and one did a double take, and she kind of looked again, and she punched her girlfriend and said, "Hey, that looked like Vince Gill." The other woman just went, "Ha, he wishes." Also kind of fun to mess with people occasionally, you know. And I was speaking to Patty Lovett a few minutes ago, and we were on tour together, and we were up in Eastern Washington, and we had a night off. We were touring, and we had this night off, so all of her band, all of her crew, all of my band, all of my crew, we decided to take over the Holiday Inn bar where we were all staying. And this was a dangerous place on that particular night. And the crew boys figured night off, you just better stay away. And we were having an extra large time in the Holiday Inn bar, and it just so happened to be karaoke night. And the band's up there doing heavy metal covers and just acting foolish, and everybody's just having the greatest time. And I'm sitting next to this really beautiful African American girl, and we haven't really said anything to each other, but we're sitting at the bar and watching all the festivities, and finally she looks at me and she says, "Oh, excuse me, do I know you?" And I said, "I don't think so. I'm not from here." And she goes, "No, I know you from somewhere. I can't place it, but I know that I know you." And I said, "I got no idea." She said, "Well, what's your name?" And I said, "Willis." She said, "No, I don't know anybody named Willis." She said, "What do you do, Willis?" I said, "I sell auto parts here in the tri-state area, and I'm just here for the weekend on a little conference, and she goes, "No, I ain't never bought no auto parts." She goes, "But I know that I know you." And I said, "Well, I don't know how, you know." And so the evening is going in grand style, and then she looks at me, she goes, "Hey, Willis." I said, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, "Let's go up there and do a duet." I said, "Oh," I said, "baby," I said, "you couldn't get me to sing in front of people for $1 million. No way. She goes, "Come on, baby, I'll get you to do it. Just come on with me." You know? No, I couldn't do it, you know, and no way. So she's a little despondent, and the night goes on, and the party's getting crazier and more fun. And finally I looked at her and I said, said, all right, come on, baby, let's go up there and do that duet. And she goes, that a boy, let's come on. You gotta understand, everybody in the bar is our guys. It's our crew, it's our band, it's our bus drivers, it's our truck drivers, and they know what's going on. They know that this poor girl is getting her chain yanked, you know. And so we get up there and she goes, what you want to sing? And I said, man, I'm getting down. This is freaking me out. I gotta get out of here. She goes, no, baby, you stay here with me. And so pick some Motown duet, you know. And I started singing the first verse. I was singing way out of tune, the wrong words. She's looking at me like, Tom, you suck. And she sang a little bit, she wasn't bad. And then the second verse came around, and I sang that one even worse than the first. And she's completely crushed because everybody is laughing their ass off. And so there's one more verse, and I go break out all this falsetto, high Stevie Wonder stuff on her and all these runs, and she just goes. Her jaw hit the floor and her eyes got big, and we finished, and we were walking back to the bar, and she says, you know what, Willis? I said, what's that, baby? She said, well, once you wasn't quite so nervous, you got a little bit better. You gotta pick me up off the floor because I'm laughing my brains out. She said, what are you laughing at? I said, man, I've been messing with you all night long. She said, what do you mean? I said, well, I'm actually a pretty fairly well-known country music singer from Nashville. She goes, that's where I knew you from. She said, you were that Alan Jackson boy.
Yep, that's me.
So I invited that sweet girl to the show the next night, got her some tickets, and said, come be my guest tomorrow night for letting me mess with you tonight. She's been coming to see me now for about 30 years.
He's still waiting for me to play Alan Jackson.
She still calls me Willis. I rushed home.